Exciting news there. Nigerians are mourning the passing of the country's finest indigenous or first indigenous chartered accountant, Akintola Williams. Sources say Williams died at his house in Lagos on Monday at the ripe old age of 104. The icon played a leading role in the development of the accountancy profession in the country by facilitating the establishment of the Association of Accountants in Nigeria, which metamorphosed into the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. He later became a founding member of ICAN, as it is known, and was also involved in establishing the Nigerian Stock Exchange, now the Nigerian Exchange Group. Well, joining us live on the program tonight to discuss this is Akin Fatunke, Chartered Accountant and Communications Consultant. He joins us from Lagos to speak on the legacy of the late Akintola Williams. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much, Kofi, and nice being with you.
Okay. Well, we're all shocked and saddened by the passing of this great man, Akintola Williams. He was a leading light and a pioneer in the accountancy profession. Help us get a full appreciation of his contributions and his significance to the profession and to Nigeria as a whole.
A big star has fallen from the firmament, ripe old age of 104 in August. Acknowledged in Nigeria in 1982 with the OFR, Officer of the Federal Republic, and by Queen Elizabeth in 1997 with the CBE, award. I like to say that beyond what virtually everybody will be feeling at a ripe old age of 104, yes, we are saddened, but we give glory to God, not just for a life well spent, a life of mentorship, a life of direction, respected home and abroad. He was clearly a mentor amidst Nigeria's accountancy and management, when you look at the fiscal and the fiduciary aspect of her finance. And within that space, it stands as a totem. It stands as a symbol of grace, tenacity, discipline, and with a deep awareness for the character that sharpens ideal human endeavor. When we look at humility, when you look at brilliance, when you look at professionalism, when you look at integrity, when you look at leadership, all born in the same corporate. The doing of the accounting profession, not just in Africa, oh yes, of course, Nigeria. He was a pathfinder of ICAN. He was also one of the prime movers of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. He played his part. He played it not just well, he played it to the best of abilities. Very well respected, reticent. He had the sartorial gap of mentoring accountants upon accountants, lecturers upon lecturers in sub-Saharan Africa. Adieu, our doyen. He was just virtually straddled the landscape and the stratosphere of our finance industry in Nigeria and elsewhere. We will miss Akintola Williams. We may be saddened with some of the legacies that he has had and he's put a touch, where we know we have ambassadors of ICAN all over the place, straddling and doing very, very well. He's being the one that is being copied here and there. When you are talking about all aspects of accountancy secretariat, when you're talking about taxation, when you're talking about management, accounting, when you're talking about the area of forensics, straddling into what I like to describe as the town meets the gown, making sure that we have bespoke syllabus in the universities with mutual agreement that has gone to now make sure that whatever it is that we are getting from the accountancy student is fit for purpose. That will be the abridged
yes.
of the legacy that I can say about the father and the doyen of our accountancy profession.
Akin Fatunke, thank you so much. You've given such a glowing tribute to the man. I doubt if anyone could do a better job at that, highlighting even the role he's played in making sure that accountancy in Nigeria reflects the situation of things on the ground. But Chief Williams played a leading role in establishing the Association of Accountants in Nigeria in 1960, which metamorphosed, as we said, into ICAN. He was a founding member of ICAN. He also, brought in the global brand Deloitte & Touche with his name on it. Akintola Williams, Deloitte & Touche into Nigeria. Amazing. In your view, is the accounting profession living up to its roots and what is expected of it today?
If you look at it from the area of discipline, please let's hit the nail on the head. It's difficult for anybody to say that whatever profession that we belong to will not have our ups and downs. What we want to describe as a good, a bad, the ugly. So what has accountancy profession, being such a disciplined profession, done? We make sure that we find a way under due process to rein in people who are not doing well. You cannot just believe that the whole world is your oyster and that you could do whatever it is that you wanted. Am I going to sit here and say accountants have not been found wanting? No, I can't say that. Will I tell you that accountants have not been involved in one shenanigans of fraud or the other? No, I can't. However, what the accountancy profession has said is to say integrity, with some motto, and accountability. If you fall short of it, you are going to face a disciplinary panel. That continues to be the sword of Damocles that continues to wave over the heads of the average accountant. Now, I go to another aspect. How do we train to make sure we become chartered accountants? Involves we making sure we pass the stringent ICAN examination. What ICAN has done, and a legacy that we are putting across to Nigeria in the educational field, is to say, we are not going to get our examination papers being leaked in any way. We put layers upon layers upon layers of structure to ensure that we do not get leakage. And any attempt to want to break the iron door is met with extremely stiff resistance. So we know about that. Now, I already mentioned when I was giving my eulogy to our mentor, to say to you that on a constant basis, we allowed the town and the gown to have a proper kiss by way of making sure that the syllabus that we are getting from the universities before we accredit them meet the base and over and above required standards. And
that's
so
okay. We have to go. Yes, we have to leave it at that.
Where we allowed to aspire to get to the toppest of their profession. And we've gone into technology, we've gone into entrepreneurship, we've gone into forensic.
We have to go. You've made a very interesting assessment, an honest one, of some of the challenges the profession faces today, but also of some of the things that he is leaving behind to ensure that those challenges are overcome. It's amazing, really, the impact of this great man, Pa Akintola Williams. Akin Fatunke, thank you very much for your time. He's a chartered accountant and communications consultant, and I could think of no better person to discuss this matter on the sad passing of a sage, the doyen, like he said, of accountancy profession in Nigeria, Pa Akintola Williams, who has just passed on at the ripe old age of 104. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bartels. And Akintola Williams continue to be a beacon that Nigeria must continue to follow in our quest to greatness. Thank you.